Okay, so today me and Gordon are going to be training together. We're going to be following his current program, which is a Powerbuilding program. This combines both powerlifting style and bodybuilding into one. So how the powerlifting is kind of kept in there is through the main exercise, or the performance monitor, if you like, at the start of the program. This will be based off a percentage which he will explain, and then we use the assistants work as bodybuilding style. This is a great program for a great way of still maintaining strength and developing strength while also trying to maximize muscle size and get that hypertrophy response. So I think this is something that you'll see lots of natural bodybuilders focus on this style of training specifically, and also powerlifters will tend to use it when they're a long way away from a competition perhaps. If you have any questions about any of the workout or anything like that, please feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So Gordon's going to take me through an upper body warm-up for a power building program, specifically good for benching.
So here Gordon starts with some T-spine mobility. You'll also feel a good stretch in like the armpit area where you get the triceps and the lats inserting. Then we moved on to the band circles. So attach 2 bands around the rack and make big circles with the palms facing away from you, and it really opens up the chest and the lats. Then we moved on to some band pull aparts, so this gets the upper back firing. I've slowed this down so you can get a good view of how it works, and then we did some band dislocations, so keeping the arms straight throughout, all the way back and right the way over. This helps to warm up the shoulders and the chest. Then we moved to the first exercise of the day, which was the bench press. So here's Gordon setting up. Now it's not a powerlifting style bench press, but he does have a small arch. He's keeping those shoulder blades squeezed. And here he is hitting 105 for 8 reps. We use this for 4 sets. This is a pretty comfortable weight for Gordon to use for these sets. And it's taken time to be able to get that strong to use that kind of weight. So you got to respect that.
Can you just explain a little bit of the program today, mate?
So first one is bench press performance exercise, 4 sets of 8 at about 70%. Then it is 2 sets of 10 at 60%. The subsequent 2 sets are just increased volume. This is a volume-based program that we're following at the moment. Then accessory work, we've got incline dumbbell presses, 30 degrees, 3 sets of 10 or so. Then some bro work, a little bit of flies, get the pump or press up probably today because we've got the cable machine. Then some pull-ups, some seated cable rows, and some one-arm dumbbell rows.
So then it's my turn to do my first set of bench press. It was nice getting back under the bar for my competition at the weekend. So hitting some sets of 8, I used the same weight as Gordon, and it moved pretty comfortably. I was quite happy with this, although I'm sure I'll be sore tomorrow. So next we moved on to some incline dumbbell press.
Boom. Boom. Look at the pectorals on them. See those titties working.
So this is the first time I've used dumbbells in about a year, I think. I've been just using a barbell, and while that's helped my bench, it was nice to get under some dumbbells, feel that extra stretch that you get from using these with the added range of motion. On my last sort of set of these, I did start to feel myself fatiguing and my reps did drop a little bit, but that was to be expected, and I quite enjoyed getting back on using some dumbbells. Then next we moved on to some pull-ups. We used a rep target for this. So for me, I had a rep target at 30. Gordon was going for 35. Haven't done pull-ups for a while. It's handy that in our gym we've got these handles that are made for midgets like me, so it's easy for me to get up. I managed to complete the 30 reps in 5 sets. These felt tough, having not done them for a while.
So at what point on your assistance moves like the incline dumbbell press do you decide to start moving up weight?
I think what I try to do is to look at setting specific numbers to hit rather than sort of ambiguous 10 to 12, 10 to 15. So what I'll typically do is when we did on our incline dumbbell presses, we hit 10 reps. Now if I hit 3 sets of 10 at say 35 kilo dumbbells, then that's an obvious move to want to progress upwards. However, let's say you've got more of an ambiguous number, so you're like 10 to 12, 10 to 15 or something. What you can then potentially look at is total volume for the sets. So rather than necessarily focus on just the weight that you're doing and increasing from there, look at increasing total volume. So if you were to go a heavier weight than say you would do for 12 reps and you only get say 10, maybe a 9, then it's maybe more important to stick to that weight and try and do more reps, or drop the weight by 2.5 kilos and then try and get the higher rep ranges. So 10, 11, 12s and over the course of the sets. So first one, focus on hitting all straight sets, so 10, 10, 10 on a certain weight, then increase, or look at possible volume over maybe an ambiguous rep target and go from there. So what we're kind of making sure here is we've got reasonably good protraction, so stretch of the lats at the front portion of the row, and then as you pull, you're pulling your elbows into your rib cage, driving your shoulder blades together as hard as you can.
Oh, it's a bit heavy for me, that. So this sort of session is a lot more volume than what I've been doing when I was preparing for a powerlifting competition, which would be more geared towards work at higher intensity. So for me, I'm actually getting quite tired now and fatiguing a lot quicker than what Gordon is. So this is on the back end is where it smashed me in, not literally. So here Gordon's doing some band resisted push-ups. This makes the top part of the push-up harder to lock out. It's a little bit more on the triceps. Basically just doing as many reps as we can to get a pump.
As Tom's taken a moment after our Powerbuilding upper body workout, I'll take you through the workout and then give you an explanation to why I've potentially chosen some exercises. Now, as you can see from here, our first exercise is a performance exercise. So we're basing it around the bench press. I know my bench press 1 rep max that I'm working from, it's 147.5. I take 70% of that and work 4 times 8. This is relatively high volume at 32 reps. And then back off a little bit to make sure that the quality of reps is there, because I'm not necessarily going to complete failure. That is 60% at 2 times 10. Then we use some unilateral dumbbell work. So it doesn't have to be an incline press, but it can be a flat press. Unilateral just means that you're going to be using arms independent rather than the bilateral, which is the bench press. Again, simple, 3 times 10. I then give the chest a bit of a rest. We go to some chin-ups. I work within a rep target rather than necessarily say 3 sets of 10 or whatever. This just means that I can train at the intensity that I want to, but with the aim of potentially getting in as few sets as possible. So I've been doing this program for a few weeks, so I've worked up to 35 total reps. D, seated cable row, 2 times 10 to 12. Again, pushing the volume to a certain level. For chest and back, I'm looking at anywhere between about 50 to 75 reps, depending on the type of program I'm doing or the type of week that I'm in the particular phase. The last 2 are fluff work. We've got banded press ups just to try and get a pump, quite enjoy it, a little bit of backwards and forwards between the 2 of us as training partners, so we're trying to hit the 15 to 20 rep range. Tom managed almost 14 in the last one to beat me, but not quite. And F, last one, nice unilateral 1-arm dumbbell row, because we use 2 bilateral exercises to begin with. Again, 2 times 10 to hit that sort of rep target of 50 to 70 odd reps.
So there you have an upper body power building program. You can use this right away. If you do decide to give this workout a go, you can reach Gordon either on Facebook or Instagram at Gordon Greenhorn. You can also find me on Facebook or Instagram at Live Strong, Look Strong. Tag us in your videos and let us know how you get on. Thank you for watching, and please comment or share if you have any questions and stuff like that.